If it is important to you, you'll find a way, not an excuse. Don't call it a problem. Instead, call it a challenge. It's good to be generous, benign, and magnanimous, but there's a limit, or you'll be taken for granted. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. A healthy man wants 1,000 things. A sick man only wants one. Where there is ruin, there is hope for a treasure. Mistakes do not attest to your character. Your reaction to them does. Your failure does not define you. Your persistence does. Holding grudges will never harm people you hate, only you. Never have I dealt with anything more difficult than my own soul, which sometimes helps me and sometimes opposes me. The past is just a story we tell ourselves. No is one of the most powerful words in existence. The meaning of life is to give life meaning. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. It is our choices that show what we truly are, far more than our abilities. If you want to keep happiness, you have to share it. There is a healthy amount of distrust to have in everyone. Nobody's intentions are truly clear, even after being stated. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. A lesson never ever goes away until it has taught us what we need to know. If a woman belongs to another man, she is 5 times more desirable than the one you can easily get. If you need more than one hand to count your best friends, you're not a great best friend. Making mistakes is better than faking perfections. Be selfish with your time. A lot of people don't deserve it. A man may not achieve everything he has dreamed, but he will never achieve anything great without having dreamed it first. The busier we are, the more acutely we feel that we live, the more conscious we are of life. You can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. Your mental state determines your experience of life. Prioritize your mental health like you would your physical health. On a day when you don't come across any problems, you can be sure that you are traveling in the wrong path. You must discipline yourself carefully. Every journey begins with the first step. We tend to forget that happiness doesn't come as a result of getting something we don't have, but rather of recognizing and appreciating what we do have. Being weak isn't the problem. The problem is your weak mentality refusing to fix it. The shortest distance between 2 points is often unbearable. Don't overshare. Privacy is power. Believe in yourself and the rest will fall into place. Stand up to your obstacles and do something about them. You will find that they haven't half the strength you think they have. Don't doubt yourself. That's what haters are for. Failure is not proof. It is information. Serious development of the personality begins at the closet door. Stay strong even when things begin to fall apart. Stay strong. If you look for the light, you will often find it, but if you look for the dark, it is all you'll ever see. Very often, the best medicine is to go without it. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. The worst thing that can happen to a good teacher is to get a bad conscience about her profession because she feels herself hopeless as a psychologist. The purpose of life is to contribute in some way to making things better. You will never remember the days and nights you stay home and do nothing. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain as your legacy. Credentials mean you haven't done anything yet. Poverty chases away love and peace. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave to be jerked about by selfish impulses to kick against fate and the present and to mistrust the future. The greater danger for most of us lies not in setting our aim too high and falling short, but in setting our aim too low and achieving our mark. Apply quotes to your life, not just admire them. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. Don't pretend to be better than you are. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your circle, the less you have to deal with. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. We should not, like sheep, follow the herd of creatures in front of us, making our way where others go, not where we ought to go. In despair, the sick person brings himself closer to death, just as clothes clean cloth, knocking it out of dust. So gymnastics cleanses the body. Sometimes you can make all the right choices and then have to sit there and watch them all crumble around you. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If you treat an individual as he is, he will remain how he is. But if you treat him as if he were what he ought to be and could be, he will become what he ought to be and could be. Slow success builds character. Fast success builds ego. The only limits in our life are those we impose on ourselves. The truth is not for all men. but only for those who seek it. If someone tells you that you can't, they're showing you their limits, not yours. Many people take no care of their money until they come near the end of it, and others do the same with their time. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. You shall begin it serenely, and with too high a spirit to be encumbered with your old nonsense. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. By desiring little, a poor man makes himself rich. A smile is the universal welcome. When one door of happiness closes, another opens, but often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one that has been opened for us. A man is always great in his intentions, however, not in their fulfillment. Therein lies his fascination. It is not what you say out of your mouth that determines your life. It's what you whisper to yourself that has the most power. You don't have to see the whole staircase. Just take the first step. Confine yourself to the present. For a man to achieve all that is demanded of him, he must regard himself as greater than he is. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. Your greatest self has been waiting your whole life. Don't make it wait any longer. Recognizing that you are not where you want to be is a starting point to begin changing your life. Any thought you have about the future is delusion. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Turn your obstacles into opportunities and your problems into possibilities. You can fall in love more than once. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time it's for the good. Respect the past. Be open to the future. Noise proves nothing. Often a hen who has laid an egg cackles as if she had laid an asteroid. Smiling doesn't necessarily mean you're happy. Sometimes it just means you're strong. To become a man that instantly commands respect, don't be afraid to be criticized or be disliked. Don't be afraid to engage in conflict and stand up for what is right. Honest conflict is always better than dishonest harmony. Here for a good time, not a long time. Hope itself is like a star not to be seen in the sunshine of prosperity, and only to be discovered in the night of adversity. It is never too late to be what you might have been. It always seems impossible until it's done. It is better to act and repent than not to act and regret. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. Life is available only in the present. That is why we should walk in such a way that every step can bring us to the here and now. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines. Sail away from safe harbor. Catch the trade winds in your sails. Explore. Dream. Discover. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. Life is not a matter of holding good cards, but of playing a poor hand well. Excuses are always there and easy to make. Finding a way is what takes courage. Cherish moments. They become precious memories. Take the attitude of a student. Never be too big to ask questions and never know too much to learn something new. Hiding from your problems won't make them disappear. Facing them is the only way to grow. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. You will never know your potential if you are afraid to be alone. One of your worst enemies will be your own ego. It will tell you that you are never wrong, that you are invincible, that you have no weaknesses. Regularly tell your ego to shut up. We feel guilty when we no longer want to associate with old friends who have not changed, but this is the price and marker of growth. You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must make it. Success is always dangerous. It can make an asshole out of anybody. You don't need to worry much when someone you love leaves you. Most of the time, it's for the good. Honesty is a very expensive gift. Don't expect it from cheap people. Go as far as you can see. When you get there, you'll be able to see further. The greatest gift you can give someone is your time and attention. Modesty and conscientiousness receive their reward only in novels. In life, they are exploited and then shoved aside. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going. At some point, you have to divorce yourself from doing the things that other people want from you. Don't tell your friends that you're happy. Don't make them angry. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. When a real battle starts, you'll always find that there is no bravest man. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it. Stop comparing yourself with those who started 10 years before you. Focus on your own journey. If a man is not married at 30, It means that he has not been forced to get married yet. Be careful who you let into your life. People will come and drain the shift out of you, then leave and blame everything on you. If you can find paths without any obstacles, it probably leads nowhere. If you have to keep asking yourself if something is worth it, then maybe it's not. When you are winning, keep your mouth shut. If something is wrong, fix it now, but train yourself not to worry. Worry fixes nothing. A problem is a chance for you to do your best. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. Wisdom comes only when you stop looking for it and start living the life the Creator intended for you. Life is only precious because it ends. You can have it all, it's just not all at once. Look in the mirror, that's your competition. Believe in yourself. You are braver than you think, more talented than you know, and capable of more than you imagine. He who has a why to live for can bear almost any how. Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. You cannot find peace by avoiding life. Don't be pushed by your problems. Be led by your dreams. Sometimes you find out what you are supposed to be doing by doing the things you are not supposed to do. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Never speak from a place of hate, jealousy, anger, or insecurity. Evaluate your words before you let them leave your lips. Be loyal or stay single. It's that simple. Remember 5 years ago, you dreamed about being where you are now. Think about it. Kindness will not win you respect except your own, but that's the one that counts. You'll never be 100% sure about a decision, but always make a decision, because it's better to go back and fix it than to never make it at all. You are stronger than you think. You have gotten through every bad day in your life, and you are undefeated. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Ignoring red flags because you want to see the good in people will cost you later. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. When you accept your limits, you can overcome them. You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind. There is only one thing more painful than learning from experience, and that is not learning from experience. Life is made of moments. Be careful. You will never know the true value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Judge your success by the degree that you are enjoying peace, health, and love. Everything that you do, you are creating dots. You can connect those dots in the later part of life and understand why you did what you did. The problem with the world is that the intelligent people are full of doubts while the stupid ones are full of confidence. Our thoughts make us what we are. Never stop believing that you are making continuous progress, no matter how slow. Sometimes you just need to relax and have faith that things will work out. The trouble is, if you don't risk anything, you risk more. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves. True words are not pleasant. Pleasant words are not true. It's no use wasting time worrying what other people think about you. No one is thinking about you. Someone despises me, that's their problem. There is nothing impossible to him who will try. Not everyone wants to see you succeed. Some will even go out of their way to see you fail. One day or day one, you decide. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Be teachable. You're not always right. Bad men need nothing more to compass their ends than that good men should look on and do nothing. Life is not about how fast you run or how high you climb, but how well you bounce. All life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. To kill time is not murder, it's suicide. Once you hurt someone, they're not likely to forget. They will always remember how much you've hurt them. We should not, white sheep, follow the herd of creatures in front of us, making our way where others go, not where we ought to go. Be brave to stand for what you believe in, even if you stand alone. Give back, even if it's donating your tag sale leftovers or handing a dollar bill over to someone less fortunate. Do it. It'll make you feel good. It is the little conveniences that make the real comfort of life. You will have to make very practical decisions about what you want from life and what you're willing to give up. And if you don't make them, then life will make them for you. The single most powerful element of youth is that you don't have the life experiences to know it can't be done. Step by step, and the thing is done. Always work with it, not against it. Make it your friend and ally, not your enemy. This will miraculously transform your whole life. Catch a good mood, it so rarely visits us. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. Some people like what you do. Some people hate what you do. but most people simply don't give a damn. Thanks for watching. To make sure you don't miss any future videos, please click the circular subscribe button in the middle of the screen. You can also check out more videos on the left or our playlists on the right. Don't forget to like and share to help us spread the word. Thanks you.